Hey everybody, GReimer here, coming at you once again from Cerro Zoo, doing some more building here in the ZAWA mod, building our wonderful zoo that you see behind me here. This place is really coming along. Do you guys remember? Do you remember the 21st day of September? Or do you remember the beginning of the series, what this place looked like before I did all this stuff? Remember, this was just a woods. This was just like a forest nestled in the mountains. That was it. This place has come along quite a bit. Oh yeah, I did some more work on the shipwreck. I haven't finished it yet, but I did finish the left side, port side, right? Correct? Port side. The one on the left. I'm not very familiar with boats, okay? But I think that's the port side. Okay? I finished that. It's done. Let's actually do a little quick flyover over there so that you guys can see. Maybe get a good view of this thing here, if I can fly. You can see how it's like tilted on its side a little bit? You see that? You see the thing? That's what I was going for anyway. I don't know if I got it. Let's look at the back side here. Yeah, there. See how it's tilted to the side? There's a little, dungeon cage on the back side of it right now. So there's a lot of work to do still, but I did finish. Not this side. We got to get over to the side to finish. I still haven't finished the land under the water here. That's still to come. See that? That's still not done yet. Bad me. I didn't actually do it. Now I left this open here because the shipwreck obviously sank for a reason. So I want to put like maybe a big rock or spire or something jutting up in there or something like that. But yeah, I finished this whole side. It's completely done. I don't think there's anything else I want to do to it. And I just have to finish the deck and then obviously the masts and stuff. I'll probably put a fair amount of the rigging in there too, but I'm not sure if I'll put all of that in there. It's gonna be a lot of fence posts. A lot of fence. Oh, look at that. The sun is setting. Creepers be creeping. I'm going to need to be taking a nap. But real quick before I go do some sleeping, do some snoozing, we got some pangolins to name because you guys killed it in the comment section once again, leaving me a whole bunch of names to pick from, stressing me out, and it was such a good it was such a good thing to be stressed out for because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to name any of them. So we have to go name some pangolins. I'm going to take a quick nap, and I'll see you down in the hidey hole over there. Faceplant. Okay, so you guys killed it in the comments section. Thanks to everybody actually who submits a name for the animals of the zoo. I have 3 pangolins to name, and if I don't pick your name this week, keep on trying. We still got plenty of animals to go. All right, so the first one is going to be named Tank. All right, and Tank, I just like the name. It just sounds cool because remember, pangolins are like armored anteaters kind of looking things, you know. But thank you to Star Nanny and Tim Sourbeer for both suggesting Tank. And you guys know me. You guys know me way too well, actually. I like Pokemon. I like Pokemon. And since they kind of look like them, so, it was suggested by both the Certified Westerner and Five Nights at Freddy Clapp that I should name one Sandshrew. So why not do that? Honestly, I think Sandslash is kind of... I guess they don't really have to. Yeah, the Sandslash would have worked too, but since you guys both suggested Sandshrew, we're going with that one. And for the last one, this was requested by Matt Myers and Nickel Plays. We're going to name this one Tony Stark. Now, I'm trying to get the reference to this, so either of you two or if anyone else gets it, let me know in the comments section. I get Tony Stark is Iron Man, but I don't get what that has to do with a pangolin. But you guys both suggested it, so it was one of the more requested names. So, yeah, going with Tony Stark. A little confused on that. Please educate me, enlighten me down in the comments section. But thank you guys for suggesting that name. Now, we don't have to travel very far because the pangolins are right here. So we built this nice bridge leading right over the exhibit in last week's episode. I actually like how this turned out. This is up there is one of my favorite exhibits, actually. I like how you can cut across here. I wish that I could have expanded it a little bit farther to the left and right to have more viewing room, but there's a river that way and there is going to be a rail track that way, so we're kind of limited. Gotta do what you can do, you know. Alright, so let's open up every single backpack except for the one we need, and then we'll get to the one we need and it'll be special. So let's grab the pangolins here, the Indian pangolins. I was gonna grab the book so we can find out what's going on with these things, get a little organization going on the hotbar here, and then we're gonna get to placing these. Alright, so the first one's going to be Tank. Bam! There you go, Tank. Welcome to the exhibit. I don't think these things are going to attack me. Tank is a female, but I don't know 100% sure. I didn't have to drug them up to the eyeballs to get them into the little animal nets, so I don't think they're going to attack me. But let's put down another one here. This one's going to be Sandshrew, and Sandshrew is a male. Interesting. Alright, and for the final and last one, we're going to put that over here by this flower, because that's a nice flower. Alright, we're going to put that down there, and this one is going to be named Tony Stark. All right, and Tony Stark is a female in this zoo, not really in real life, so, or not in real life, not really in the comics and in the movies and stuff, but in this zoo he is, she is. I'm so confused. All right, now that the pangolins all have their home and that they can reside in and relax in, Treba, we can actually get on to doing another exhibit today. Now, I think I want to take another trip back to the aquarium area because we still got some stuff to do over here. We have a lot of room to build over here. Now, there's things. I'm sitting here racking my brain and also smashing my brain into the wall or into the rock there. Racking my brain like, one thing, I'm going to let you guys know, future episode, we're doing a walrus exhibit over here. I just haven't gotten to that yet. But I'm going to go back here to where we have the moray eels, okay? Because we're going to do a similar exhibit on the opposite side here, on this wall here. And that's, I'm thinking, what do I have? I'm thinking that's going to be the octopi exhibit. Yeah, it'll also give me a chance to pretty this up a little bit because this is not the final form of this like trench right here. I want to jazz this up a little bit more. But this was just like the start of it. You know, this is the base layer right here. But it's going to require me to do a little bit of digging though, because I do have to carve this out same way that I did with the eels. However, I do have to keep in mind, like with the eels, I had to keep in mind that there is seating above them that is going to be for the people that are viewing the orca. But with this, I got to keep in mind that there is a river right here, and I can't actually go back all that far, which is fine because like these water exhibits get a little difficult to see in when there's more layers of water to see through. So I don't mind it being a little narrow, but it also does limit how much decoration I can do. But I'll probably do something similar in here where I actually leave a lot of space. I'm going to need to put a lot of coral and stuff for the octopus to, or the octopi to actually hide in, but it all starts with digging. Now I do want to keep with the concept of like there actually being support pillars in part of this. So I'm thinking if it were to like start right around here, let's get the torches out real quick so I can kind of map this out. Or just start like right around, let's do like this area right here. Yeah, kind of right across from where the support is right here. It starts here and it carves out all this, and I want to put another support beam somewhere in here. Blah, blah, blah. Somewhere in here. And then maybe have a little bit of a viewing area right here still as it goes into this path that goes up to the bridge and onto the other part of the zoo. I'm trying to envision this in my head. That might actually work. I also need to get a little bit more of a mining feel in this area, because right now it just looks like some stone that I dug a trench into. So I do need to get a little bit more of a mining feel in this area. But it all starts with digging this out. So first, I'm going to do that. Ta-da! All right, there it is. Carved it out. Already added the cobblestone, kind of outlining where the glass is going to be. Obviously, the top part of this up here is going to need some work, okay? Because what I got right here is just a whole lot of cobblestone sticking up. This is going to need a little bit of love, a little bit of TLC to hide that for sure. Here's the little viewing area over here like I was talking about. Just a little bit of a spot to kind of see through there to get you the idea that you're heading into the aquarium. A lot of water on both sides. That's the idea here. Now, this looks terrible. So we got to fix that. Ooh, okay, first thing, do I have any room in a dump chest that I can just eat a lot of this stuff in here? Not a whole lot. The worms, I keep collecting the worms. All right, I'll have to just stack these in someplace. But yeah, I got to clear out the floor still, obviously. Well, yeah, hold off on that 1 second. I got a bigger fish to fry. I'm gonna put in the white concrete in the back right now because remember that's the only thing that really makes it look visible in there is a solid white background. I guess I could use marble, but I sort of kind of already whipped up the white concrete. Did that before I even started recording today, so I'm going to go ahead and slap this in all along the back side of this right here. All right, there we go. Now, the more I'm looking at this with the depth of this tank here, actually, I'm kind of thinking that the eels probably should have been over in this one right here because it would have had a little bit more room to move around, and the octopi could have been in this one. But I mean, I guess if it really bugs me, I can always switch them. But for right now, we'll just keep pressing on like this is going to be the octopus exhibit. So we got the walls put in the back. I'm going to leave the top stone because there is going to be some work I'm going to have to do on the top part of this, and I don't really want to replace it with white concrete because it's probably going to be visible. So I'm going to leave it stone for right now. If that changes later, of course, I can always come back in here and fix it. But for right now, stone it is. Plus, with all the water, I don't think people are really going to notice, so it's not a big deal. But I need to remove the ground here so I can get to replacing it with something that looks a little bit more like an ocean floor. And similar to what I've done in the other exhibits, thanks to you guys in the comments section suggesting it, I am actually going to raise or lower the floor here in the foreground just a wee bit. So that way I can put some decorations right up next to the cobblestone. Okay, I'm thinking that's probably pretty good. Now, ocean floor. All right, let's go grab the ground backpack real quick. So for an ocean floor, I am thinking coarse dirt for sure. We're also going to probably need a little bit of sand in here too, because I'm imagining it could be a little bit of a sandy bottom. Gravel, yes. And what do we do in this one? I already forgot. We put a lot of sand in there. There's some coarse dirt. And it looks like, is that sandy coarse dirt right there? That might be sandy coarse dirt. Okay, so we did do a little bit of that there. I guess sandy coarse dirt would make sense if it's mixed in with sand. And gravel, yeah. Okay, it looks like we're doing the same kind of block palette there. I mean, it is the bottom of the ocean. It just kind of makes sense. So let's go ahead and dot the coarse dirt in here all over the place. Probably not right there. When I said all over the place, I meant just in select specific spots. So get this speckled in here so that this looks all nice and muddy and dirty. And then maybe we'll leave patches open where we can actually put a bunch of sand, actually, to kind of make it look like there's actually like a sandbar kind of thing going on here. Yeah. Now, I did actually deliberately raise this up in the back here, because I think that that'll look pretty good. But I do want to put a healthy mix of sand in here, so that it kind of looks like a sandy ocean bottom a little bit. Let's see, let's switch it over to the gravel real fast. Now, the gravel I don't want to do too much of, so I'm going to have to add other blocks in addition to this, though. I'm clearly not done yet. Alright, sandy coarse dirt, or sandy dirt it is. There's no grass in here for it to grow on this, and obviously it's going to be underwater. So we're going to mix in the sandy dirt in here as the last block, and that should really make everything come to life then. Let's put that in there. Like so. And just like that, I think we're done with the floor already. How about that? Now let's grab the ground backpack and let's throw this back in there. Yeet that in there. Sure, we'll yeet a stack of stone as well. Cobble, marble, sure, why not? I need this backpack because I need to put some of this concrete somewhere to get it out of my inventory. Inventory management in ZAWA is like a huge thing. I don't think there's ever going to be a ZAWA pack I play where I can't make the adventure backpacks. Because like shulkers, for example, I mean, you could do with shulkers, just gotta set them down. It's kind of extra tedious. I just have all these in my inventory. The adventure backpack is like a must-have for whenever you're playing a mod pack with of ZAWA. So highly recommend it. Okay, that's not right. That's wrong. There's not supposed to be marble right there. Let's just throw a piece of sandy dirt there. Perfect. Okay. So now I think we're ready for like water and doing some of the vegetation on the inside of this. However, we have a problem. If we pour water in here, it's going to go all over the place. So we got to get the glass backpack out. And we're going to seal this bad boy up right away. And then we'll have to poke a hole in the top or something like that to get in here. All right. Glass is in place. Sun is setting. Creepers be creeping. We got some work to do. So I'm going to just keep on pressing on. Probably take a snooze here in the aquarium itself. We got some room here. We got a little bit of room. And because we have a little bit of room, I want to grab the wood backpack, okay? Now we did a whole like trip to go get some of this dead wood. And I should probably use it in more than just one exhibit. I'm probably going to be putting a dead log in here somewhere. Maybe even a little bit of a diagonal one. Something a little extra other than just a bunch of plants. That way it doesn't look identical to the eel exhibit that's right across from it. Alright, now the biggest open space I got is kind of like right here in the center. So I'm going to probably be putting this thing like right in here. Somewhere. Let's start down here. And then maybe we'll bring it up one like this. Like, well, actually, yeah, no, that's fine. We're gonna make this work. All right, there we go. I realized it kind of looks like a deformed USS Enterprise, kinda. See that? Or maybe this is a Rorschach test, and I just Star Trek popped into mind. But there, we got a dead log in here. It gives the octopi a little something to hide in, you know, a little bit, kind of hidden from the view of the people who probably paid admission to come in and see them. Anyway, whatever. They're gonna give them a little bit of shelter. Not there. Where's the glass backpack? That's what I'm looking for. Trying to organize my inventory the best I can. Usually, I fail pretty bad at this. I fail pretty bad at keeping this organized, but I'm just gonna try anyway. All right, so now I think we're ready to be putting some water in here, actually, because hold on a second. I got another idea. You know what? Scratch that idea. I was going to put a stone pile in here of some kind, but without being able to put down slabs, because in this version of Minecraft, I can't waterlog blocks. So without being able to put down slabs, it's just not worth it. Let's get the buckets out here. I guess I forgot to refill. Here's one right here. It's like I forgot to refill it. But let's get the buckets out here, and let's start putting water in here. All right, we are now under the sea. All the water has been added. This place is completely filled up. It's time to jump right to vegetation, actually. These aquarium exhibits, actually, I think are a little bit easier than the above ground ones. Because, I mean, they would be a little bit more difficult if I didn't have this really sweet backpack on that gives me water breathing. But they're a little bit easier thanks to that. Because I can't drown, and I also don't really have many things that I can do underwater for decorating. So I'm a little limited. I guess in a weird way that I say they're easier because there's just less stuff I can do, but at the same time, that's also equally more difficult because you have to get creative with what you do have. But alright, so we're definitely going to want some mixed coral in here. I'm going to grab a bunch of this coral, and we're going to sprinkle this in here somewhere. Actually, I'm sitting here picking out the coral, and then I realized it's probably super dark in here. I should probably do the lighting before I do the coral. Okay, let's put this all back. But we gotta definitely do the lighting first. So let's grab the glowstone and the backpack. I need you desperately in my life. We're gonna do the same old hidden light. I have 8 whole spruce leaves. Now that's probably enough. It's probably enough for what I want to do in here. It's just that, man, I really need to go get more of those things. You know what? Hold on. You know what? I'm just gonna kind of do one of these numbers. Hold on. Would you look at that? I happen to have just over 2 stacks of spruce leaves. Weird. That happened fast. Quick little fly over the mountain there. There's some spruce trees over there. Grabbed a couple more leaves. Not like I need them. I think 8 of them would have been more than enough for this exhibit because we just got to hide a little bit of lighting. Where can we... Let's squeeze one right here, actually. Put one right here. I'm going to have to get some blocks out to kind of help hide this a little bit because like right here, that was too much. That's not gonna fly. I'm gonna have to get a little block to match this thing above it right here. So I need some sandy dirt. We need the ground backpack in my life desperately right now. Let's grab some sandy dirt and we will quickly just squeeze that in there and then cover that up. Bam, we got some lighting over here. Now I'm gonna sprinkle this in the rest of the exhibit here before we move on to adding like the coral and all that other fun jazz. Oh man, oh geez, I didn't realize. It is totally nighttime out here. There's probably creepers all over the place. There's definitely that zombie right there. He's coming to mess me up. But I gotta get to sleep in here. Creepers be creeping. They're definitely gonna blow up everything I worked on. If they blow up that ship, there's one over there too. I'm gonna be so sad. Alright, I gotta take a little snooze here. Then we're gonna get right back to decorating. Zombies burning over there and all that other fun jazz. How about this creeper over here? Can we just deal with this guy? Because I really don't like having him even any... Oh, pro shot right there. I played UHCs and everything. I don't like having him over here knowing he'll blow me up at any time. Did he not drop any gunpowder? None? What a jerk. What an explosive jerk. Okay, there is somebody inside of the... Oh no, it's below it here. Actually, never mind. There's someone in a cave below here. I thought they were inside of the ship and I was like, that's kind of unfortunate. But I don't really see them getting out of there anytime soon. Not getting over to me quickly, at least. They have to go out the backside and circle around. Really unlikely, so I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. I do, however, have this guy to be a little bit concerned with. Let's take him out and throw his guts all over the place here in the in the river. Don't really need to be dealing with him. Is there anyone else over here that's going to cause me grief while I'm working? There is somebody right through this wall, I think. You creeper be creeping. I knew it. I'm gonna come over there and stab you. I want your gunpowder. Walking around like you own this place. Get out of here, creeper. Okay, 3 gunpowder. Pretty good. Even better, I think we're creeper free over here for the most part. There appears to be someone on the other side of the river over here, but I don't think they're gonna eat much because I think they can't get out of the pen that they're in. The skeleton. Okay, skeletons, they can just stay there. I don't really care. It's fine. He's not gonna shoot me while I'm underwater. I'm more worried about a creeper jumping in and balloon blowing me up. Alright, let's get in water here, and let's actually do a little bit of decorating here. So I did get the lights hidden throughout here. They were kind of all over the place. Now, some of these spruce leaves here, obviously, I need to put some stuff next to them, otherwise they're going to look really, really ugly. So let's dive into the flower backpack. That's where I keep my coral also. Start loading up my inventory full of coral, and let's get to decorating. I do actually want to add a few pieces of kelp in here as well. so that grows up nice and tall. I want to make sure I kind of have that mixed a little bit in the foreground and background of this exhibit. I don't want to overburden this this aquarium though with the kelp, because otherwise it's just going to look like it's murky. That's not the point. So I might just put a couple pieces in here. Not there. Nope. Right there. Yeah. See, that one block made a difference. I think that's probably all I'm going to put. Just a few blocks in there. I think that's all it's going to need. I still have a few more bits of coral to put in place here, but then this place is just about done. I don't want to overdo it with so much stuff in here, though, that it just looks messy, you know? So, can I put algae and stuff on top of, like, logs? No, I can't. That would have been amazing. Dang it. Okay, no, I can't. It does want to, at least lets me right-click on it, unlike the Amazon sword. So it's kind of like it's trying. It just doesn't. It's not like the little engine that could. It's the little algae that couldn't. Okay, I could probably squeeze a couple more bits of coral in here, and there's definitely room for it as far as like where I could actually put it. But I don't really want to put too much more than what I already have in here. I'm going to leave a little bit of spots open actually, and that's because octopi tend to like lay down on the floor of the ocean here, and they just kind of chill. And if I have too much coral in here, which I already have quite a bit, if I have too much coral in here, you're not going to be able to see the octopus at all. Like, they're not going to be around here at all. They're going to be like stuck here in the brain coral, and you'll never even notice them. So I'm thinking that they're probably going to be kind of difficult to see from the outside as it is already. In fact, speaking of, let's actually head out there real quick and see what this looks like from the outside. Ow, my legs. Okay, little visual glitch there with some water, but that's also happening in this exhibit too, so I don't think I can avoid it. But yeah, now that the night vision's wore off, though, you can see in there. I think that's pretty decent. Obviously, that hole's gonna be plugged up. It's pretty decent. Now over here, you should be able to see inside there as well, which I think is really cool. So yeah, all right, I'm thinking that's probably pretty good. So we're done with the exhibit. I'm gonna need octopus names, by the way. Let's quickly go find out and see how many octopus do I have, and then you'll get plenty of opportunity while the rest of the episode goes on to brainstorm an idea for an octopus. I actually have 6 of these things. Okay, I have 6 octopi, so I need 6 octopi names. If you guys could be so kind to head on down into the comments section and leave your best octopus names, I could use them right about now. Oh, look at that. The sun is setting. Creepers be creeping. Should probably get to sleep. We're not done yet. We still got stuff to do today, though. Okay, as I said earlier in this episode, this part looks bad, okay? This looks really bad. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to definitely cover basically all of this up here with stone. Now, I do have to jazz up the terrain here to make it look less crappy. But that's a whole different thing I got to do. Probably in a live stream, I might take care of that as far as knocking out some of the terrain. So now that we have that there, I do want to kind of design it similar to what it is over here. In fact, there can be even parts of it that sort of connect. I think might look kind of cool. Partially connect, you know? In fact, one could be like right here. Hold on, because that needs to get covered. All this needs to get covered up here too. So let's, you know what? I'm going to leave it. That was a misclick, but I'm going to leave it. Sometimes it's just a happy accident. You know, sometimes that happens. So let's just, let's bring over like some of this terrain right here just a wee bit and actually connect this up right here. Just a hair. Just a bit like that, alright? Now the rest we'll fix with slabs and whatever else. But, yeah, there we go. Okay, it's starting to look like something. Yep, starting to look a little bit like something now. Now, the reason why I want to connect this over here is because I wouldn't mind... Where's my wood backpack? I need to get this involved here a little bit. Let's grab some fir wood. Now, this has been the support beam of the entire zoo, and I need to kind of unify this area because it's not really too much like a mine shaft the way it is. But I do want to add like some supports actually in here to kind of anchor this into where it is. Maybe. If that makes any sense. In fact, we might even just go full on, put one right here. Just to kind of sell that point home. I'm brainstorming right now, so if I seem lost and confused, it's because I am. Let's do something like that, I'm thinking. That looks too much. Hold on. That actually looks fine. Okay, we'll just do that. And then we can actually bring this forward just a wee bit as well. So I'm going to be decorating this up a little bit better with slabs, I'm thinking. In just a little bit. Just something like that. There we go. All right, so this, I think, makes it look a little bit more like an actual part of the mining colony. Little details like that are huge. Now, we're not done yet doing some details in here. We're definitely not done yet working on that top on this part on the top there. But I think another thing, let's get rid of these torches here. They're just marking off the path, and I get the idea. I get the idea of where the path is going now. I don't need the torches anymore. Let's dive deep back into the wood backpack here and pull ourselves out some of these and some of these. All right, now these are like the storage crates that I've been basically sprinkling throughout the zoo the entire time to kind of make it look like there's been, you know, mining operations going on there. And I'm thinking that this is no different for this place right here. I want to put these things in along the edge of the exhibits here too to kind of signify that. That I meant to go right there. Got it. And that way this looks more like an actual like place where materials were stored and whatnot. I think that's pretty good for right now. I might add some more later and stuff. I definitely want to add like at least another support and maybe like in here. This is a whole nother beast. I gotta go do something like that a little bit later. I gotta work on that later. But for right now, we also can fix up. Let's put the wood away for right now. I think I'm good on that for right now. We're gonna need to go grab the slabs, which I have a whole stack of them there. I knew it. Like looking around for them, I have them somewhere. But we're gonna actually pretty this up just a wee bit, just so that this actually kind of blends in a little bit better than what it currently is. And then that already looks like a billion times better. This is already starting to come together. Now, this eel exhibit, I was happy with the eel exhibit. I just wasn't happy with the outside of the eel exhibit. And this is kind of me fixing that in my head, at least. Yeah, just a wee bit. I'm going to actually slap one back there. You're not going to be able to see it, but it will prevent things from spawning in there. I don't want to be walking past here and have like a skeleton just dome me in the side of the head. So just put that back there for right now. In fact, we can actually even like, well, I don't really like that. That creates like a dark area back there that looks weird. It's a light glitch, so I can just take that off right there and slap it right there. Perfect. Okay, it looks a little bit like it's buried, you know, just a hair. Yeah, a little detailing like this I think goes a long way. We can detail it even more by adding not that much gravel, by adding some gravel in here. And then having this kind of sprinkle off of it like that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. All of this is looking pretty good. I'm actually liking how this is coming together now. This is actually getting close to something that I would say is presentable. Let's go take a peek up on the top here just to make sure. Oh, yeah, hold on. This thing right here is actually something. This was a thing, wasn't it? Yeah. That might be all I need to do to it. Let's actually do a little pile right there, too. Perfect. Okay, so up here is a whole nother thing, a whole nother beast. As far, oh, look at you, you little creepy creeperson. I got him too. That was a heck of a shot. So he must have spawned there, actually. Well, I have a way to fix that. Ha-ha! Be defeated, creeper. Yeah, creepers be creeping. Holy cow! But I was gonna do something, and then I saw that green and that frown, and I was like, eee. Something about up here. Something blocks something dark side. Okay, so vegetation. Let's talk vegetation. In this area, it's going to be very much like the rest of the vegetation over there. I don't want this area to seem any different than over there, other than this has like a little trench carved into it. So we can actually go ahead and grab the let's grab the ground backpack, and then we're just going to yeet a whole bunch of stuff in there for right now just to make some room. Inventory management, and we're going to grab the bat backpack, something I desperately need in my life. And we're going to grab some oak leaves, and I barely have any dead leaves. Okay, I'm gonna definitely have to be getting some of those in between episodes. Actually, 15 is probably enough. You know what? Check this out. Oh, look at that. I have almost a stack and a half of dead leaves. Luckily, the biomes of plenty trees, or the dynamic trees, they just kind of grow back their leaves too. So I could also hit it with bone meal and get more. I don't really need any more for what I plan to do here at the moment. So I might have to jazz up the backside. Well, I don't really need to jazz up the backside of this. I like the natural look of the seating in here. Like it's built on top of the stone, and it's not like an actual structure in a sense. Like it doesn't have a back wall. There's no dome on this one. I like it all out in the open. I think it's great. So I don't really necessarily need to jazz up the back this much more than what it already is, other than to make it maybe look not so like roundish, like deliberately roundish, if that makes any sense. Like bring this out just a little bit more, you know. something along the lines of this. You can actually even have it jut up a little bit, something, you know. Because right now it looks like it's just dotted along the back side here, and that's it. There doesn't really need to be much walkway back here because people are going to be walking and sitting up front, even though the seats are ridiculously high when you look at the proportions of it compared to my character. But yeah, we can actually like raise this up just a little bit and do some fun stuff here to kind of bring it out forward. Yeah, I don't know. I'll play with that a little bit. There's some stuff that can be done. Maybe. I don't know. That's not my main focus. I don't really want to be worrying about building the train up in this area right now. I want to be worried about doing, well, two things, really. I want to be worried about going to sleep because creepers be creeping, and I want to be worried about doing, like, the vegetation up here as it dips into the trench down there. Okay, so we're going to be adding a little bit of vegetation, actually, up here, but this is very much like the dead vegetation that you see kind of looming all over the place here. But I do want it to be kind of dripping down into here a little bit. Kind of like, do I put one there? Starts to look weird then. Everything just started looking weird. Oh, I did not mean to break with that. Everything just starts to look weird when I do that. I guess I could just leave it like that. That's fine. It's not supposed to be like vines so much as it is just a little bit of vegetation kind of growing around the edge and just kind of hanging over. So, because it's not like it's supposed to be a jungle in here. This is very much like an arid and dry area. Did I do that over? Hold on. Did I do that over by the waterfall where the reptile center is? Because I know I have a crevasse or a crack in the ground there that I have plants and stuff coming into, but let's just dive bomb down and see. What did I do in here? And I do have to be careful because there can totally be things in here that blow up in my face. Not exactly the safest zoo, but what did I do? Did I actually do vines? It looks like I might have done vines, actually. Although this is a little bit more of a... There's water here. There's a lot more water here. There's also dragon eggs, but it's a lot more water here, so maybe that's not a bad thing to have more vines in this area. Even here I had it kind of dying off. There's a lot more vegetation on this hillside, though, than what I'm doing over by the aquarium. Okay, so I think I'm just going to put some sporadic bushes in here, and then maybe we'll call it a day after that. Okay, I can't in good conscience walk away from this exhibit today without first fixing like things like this. This looks like crap. I want to at least get the stone put back in here right now. That way at least it kind of looks a little bit coherent, like a little bit like the rest of the exhibit, like that already. A billion times better. I still have work to do that way, so I'm not going to worry about it. But also like this ground here. What is with this ground? We're going to have to dig this up here real fast and get this at least connected to this path right here. I'm thinking that all should be pretty good. I left a little bit of stone there. And we'll just kind of sprinkle in a couple bits of it here there too, just to kind of put some of it back. Alright, now I need some blocks that match the rest of this path, so we're talking coarse dirt for sure. Let's just dot that in there. Dot that in there? Okay, and then we're going to take the ground backpack, and we are going to, let's move the backpack out of here. We're going to need some gravel. Let's get a little bit of that. Don't need too much of it. Just here and maybe right there. And that's it right there. And put that there. Grab the grass backpack or grass blocks because we're going to need to put these things in here for sure. Like so. Then mat them down immediately because we don't really care about having grass in here. Alright, good. Let's put those all back. And then we're going to need a little bit of cobblestone. Got that in there in a couple spots. And I think we're just about done. I think that spells mama. All right, so let's just put that back in there, and maybe we'll just put that there. Good. All right, I'm thinking that's good. I think that's it. I think that's getting there. I think we're done. This looks a lot better than what it started today for sure, and not just because I added in an exhibit. The extra decorations I think go a long way. But alrighty, guys, I think I am going to wrap up this episode here actually. So if you did enjoy it, please go down and smash that like button. It would really help me out a lot. And thank you guys so much for donating your eyeballs and ear holes to this episode. Remember, I need some octopi names. So if you guys could go down in the comment section. I have 6 of them. 6 octopi. It's kind of nuts. That's a lot of them. It's not a very big exhibit, but they're not very big animals. They'll all fit in there. No problem. But alrighty, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful Friday and an excellent weekend. I will see you guys next week. Thanks again for watching, everybody. And bye-bye.